Wow. A Star Is Born is directed by Bradley Cooper and stars Bradley Cooper and Lady Gaga. This is a remake slash redo of the 1976 movie of the same name, starring Barbra Streisand and Chris Christopherson. This one's it follows Jackson Maine, a well-established, really big country rock music star, who finds Ally, a woman who has got no confidence. She has a bad job, she doesn't really think she can do anything, until Jackson Maine takes Ally Gaga under his wing to make her the star that he knows she can be. Guys, this one got me big time. As a musician, as I have been for many years, I looked at this trailer and I saw the song Shallow, that as of the release of this video has been out for about 2 or 3 days now. After the screening that I went to, I heard that intro from Gaga and I just fell in love with the song. So I thought, as a musician, I'm going to love this movie. I have to go and see it. There was an unlimited screening right near me. I had to go, and I'm so goddamn happy that I did. As I said before, I was a musician for a long time. 10 years I was a drummer in a band, so I was immediately drawn to a movie that had fantastic songs in it, with some actors that I really admire in it. So I was properly looking forward to that. As I said, the music grabbed me and it made me just want to go on stage so bad. It was so influential to me that it hasn't happened to me for a long time, that a movie's just made me go, I want to be on that stage with them. And the songs are so good in the movie. They're in my head now, and I saw the movie 2 days ago. The story itself, yes, isn't the most sort of amazing, unique story in the world. It's a coming of age story. A woman doesn't think she's as good as she is, or a person doesn't think they're as good as they are. They fight through it, they fight through the anxiety, and they get where they want to be. We've all seen that in one way or another in a movie of some kind, I know that, but this movie does it with such pain, such realism. This movie made me feel like I was going to go in to see like a big musical thing that was just really heavy based country rock music. I came out feeling so different, and I came home really late and woke up my fiance and had to speak about it. That hasn't happened to me for a while. That's a big thing to say. I couldn't sleep because this movie affected me so much. And with a story that basic to still affect you, you cannot say anything bad about that. Now, regarding the recent news about this movie, I can see how it got an 8-minute standing ovation at the Venice Film Festival. Bradley Cooper as Jackson Maine was one of the most relatable characters I've ever seen in a Hollywood movie. Yeah, he's got this pain. He's a man who was affected. He's called a drinking buddy with his father as a child. He is a man who's just an addictive personality, which I have. And he, in this entire movie, is trying to get away from the tinnitus in his ears. So he takes drugs. He gets himself drunk. He just tries his best to sort of be in the moment, but wants to get away from this thing. He's very much got some elements of his personality that resonate with me, and it makes me feel like, what if I hadn't slowed down? How that I could have ended up the exact same way. It was terrifying, but it was so good to see this, I don't know, disorder in my ears that is, I mentioned it in my Baby Driver review, but this film makes it takes the dark side of it and really shows that it's a pain and it's horrible. I really related to the character. It's so hard to not like. It was so good. It was really, his characterization was absolutely immaculate. He may have been good, but Lady Gaga is the standout for me in this movie. Her as Ally, my God. We know she can sing, obviously. I think, if I'm not wrong, she's doing pretty good in that industry at the moment, but to bring her into this movie, not only did she have to bring out the pipes, but she had to deal with a character that had to deal with Jackson Maine, a drunk, a drug addict, a man who was destroying himself, and this woman was in the middle of it while trying to focus on a career that was growing. She marries this man, she falls in love with this man, she really starts to commit her life to him, but at the same time he's destroying himself. It's heartbreaking to see her trying to deal with him, and at the same time you're in this euphoric thing of she's really making it, she's really getting what she deserves. It's really a really nice catch-22 to see, and her acting is just it's just really good. She's truly made her stamp in acting. People were a bit iffy about her in American Horror Story, bollocks to that. This is perfect for her. She was absolutely amazing. And also, can I say, that woman, I know she's famous for dressing in, you know, a dress made of an entire cow, but she was bones, bare bones, no makeup, in like cowboy boots and stuff, and the woman looked stunning, beautiful woman. Honestly, don't know why she doesn't do that normally. She didn't need any of that crap to hide behind. She was absolutely amazing. Standout for me in this entire movie was her. I may be kissing the movie's arse a little bit at this stage, but there is a couple of things that I didn't really like. The dialogue for me was a little choppy. You'd go into this conversation and randomly one person would get up and do something else and then come back into the same conversation again. It felt like things had been edited and then they go, fuck, we forgot about that bit, let's put that back in, but we'll go back into the same conversation. It did seem a little clumsy like that, like somebody wasn't paying attention. But sometimes it worked because you think, oh, it feels natural. Some of the conversations I sat there and I was like, okay, I understand that, because in real life we do go on tangents, you know. We start talking, then we randomly talk shit for 2 minutes, then we go back into that conversation again. I understand, it's life. Maybe Bradley Cooper was trying to make the conversations more fluid. I haven't seen an interview with him yet that has actually explained all that. Maybe I'm the only one who's going to pick up on it. Who knows? There is also something else in the movie that I will get to at the end, but the movie was feeling pretty good and then it just took a total dive and makes you feel so bummed out, and just, it was like, whoa, I couldn't get my head around the ending of this movie. It was so dark and happened so quickly. I was lost for words. It was just like, what? Guys, this movie is amazing. You have to go and see it. So with all of that being said, guys, I am going to give A Star Is Born a 4.5 out of 5. Now, as I was saying at the end of that video, guys, I'm not my usual fun self in this review because of the ending of this movie. I know that sounds really, really odd, but honestly, if you can bear with me on the end of this review, just hear me out. This means a lot to me. It's almost like a little disclaimer in a lot of ways. This movie, at the end, does deal a lot with mental health, addiction, and suicide. All I want to say is, people in my family and my life have dealt with mental issues and suicide. I've dealt with mental issues myself. Just want to let anybody know if they've dealt with any suicidal things in their life, take this movie and be prepared. It's not overly seen, but it is very much implied, and you do see a little bit of it. I don't want anyone to go in and be upset. It's just, I understand why it's there in the movie, but I just wanted to let people know. And if they do suffer with any mental health issues, please talk to someone or talk to anybody on the websites that I'm going to address. Instead of my usual title card at the end, I will put the websites for those. Please speak to someone. Do not suffer alone. It's not easy. Any thoughts like that, it's just not right for you to suffer. Please enjoy this movie, but talk to someone. That is all I wanted to say. Until next time, guys, I will be my normal fun self next time. I just had to say that. Thank you, guys, and I will see you soon.